The PlayStation 4 Pro is coming November 10th for $399, but there are some things you might not know. I will discuss them in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below and be sure to hit that like button. Let's start with the improved share button. You will now be able to take 4K screenshots and record video for 30 frames per second and 1080p. On the normal PS4 that's 720p and 30 frames per second. Doesn't stop there. If you want to broadcast to, for example, Dailymotion and YouTube, you'll be able to do that in 60 frames per second and 1080p. Also, Remote Play will support 1080p and 60 frames per second as well. Twitch though is only 1080p and 30 frames per second, but that's of course still an advancement over the normal PS4. One small thing, but yeah, you might like it, it's the third USB port at the back of the PlayStation 4 Pro. Now you can charge 3 controllers at the same time, or maybe use a hard drive. Well, I don't know why you would need it, but it's there, so if you want it, go ahead. There will be multiple modes per game. For example, in Rise of the Tomb Raider there will be a 4K mode, so that it will be 4K, and high-res frame rate mode, then it will be locked at 1080p, but it will run on 60 frames per second. Then there will also be an enhanced visual mode with better visuals, but it will lock the game at 30 frames per second. Warner Bros. Told Engadget that they have 2 modes to work with. They have the resolution mode, which makes them lock games into a resolution beyond 1080p. On the other hand, you have the quality mode, and that dynamically scales the resolution depending on how the game is performing. So expect resolutions that are up to 90% close to 4K, but not really 4K, because another thing you need to know is that there are not a lot of games running on natively 4K. Games like The Elder Scrolls Online will be on 4K because of the PC version that is already used to scale. I mean, it's already running in 4K on PC, so why not on PS4? But Horizon, for example, it's not native 4K, but you will not be able to tell the difference with a normal human eye, according to Guerrilla Games. One thing that Sony did not talk about during their press conference, but was already rumored after the press conference, that the PlayStation 4 Pro won't be able to play 4K Blu-rays, while the Xbox One S does. And of course the Xbox One S is $100 cheaper, but still, that does not have 4K gaming. So, of course, the PlayStation 4 Pro is still a better version of a console than the Xbox One S. But it's interesting to know that if you want to play your Blu-rays, your 4K Blu-rays, you will not be able to do that with the PlayStation 4 Pro. What do you think of the PlayStation 4 Pro? I got a video up with all the info after the press conference and a video up with all the announced games right now. So you should check them out on the channel. Subscribe for more PlayStation 4 Pro reaction videos and stuff like that. Like the video if you did, and I will speak to you next time. Thanks a lot for watching. Goodbye.